All right, and a pleasant good evening to you and to yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network and our special presentation of Cape Coast Conference boys basketball. We had a little issue with our sound control. I don't know what any of that meant, but hopefully all the sound sounds good. You can hear us and everything is good. Tonight we got the Melbourne Bulldogs and the Viera Hawks. One team's coming in hot, one team is not. The team that's coming in hot is the Viera Hawks. The team that's not is the Melbourne Bulldogs. Although the last time these two teams got together, it was a 55-50 Melbourne win in overtime, a game you saw right here on Brevard Sports Network. And here tonight to help me, he's going to take care of the first quarter, is going to be Brian Kelly. Brian, what are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm looking to see which team comes out early in these first 4 to 5 minutes. It really is a tone setter in the Melbourne game at home against Satellite. They fell out flat, but they were able to transition the rest of that basketball game and go on a big run to win the game. Basketball is a game of runs, and it's really all about how you capitalize in that first handful of minutes to start this one off.
All right, let's see what we got going on here. I tell you, man, you see that voice control thing pop up, your heart drops, everything falls out from underneath of you, and you're like, oh, no, can't have that.
Nope.
Your starters for Viera, they'll be in white, moving from left to right. Damian Carter, Brooks Harris, Will White, Alex Ollis, Sal Parker. Parker, the leading scorer, 12 points a game. For Melbourne, it'll be Quentin Does Everything Koger, Levi Loveridge, Stephen Horning, Jacob Roberts, and Nash Fiedler. The Bulldogs come in averaging 54 a game. Viera 60 a game. Both give up 48. Legendary Brevard County head coaches Mike Sullivan for Melbourne, Logan Keith, Brian Kelly. Here we go.
All right, thank you, Anna. We are underway. Melbourne wins the tip. Previously mentioned Quentin Koger. He was doing it all for them in their win over Satellite. Going to need to be a big factor today if they want to come out with this road victory. Playing pitch and catch, trying to beat the zone defense. They find down low to the big man. It's through the legs of Leverage, and the first turnover of the game belongs to Melbourne. It's going to be Viera's ball going the other way. We Will White, the ball handler. He'll get it across the timeline. They set it up. Works off of Sal Parker's screen. The pick and roll not there. They feed to Parker, the big man. Posting up Koger, has a size advantage. Doesn't like what he sees. Back out to White. White drives to his right. Now reverses to his left. They go down to Parker again. Gets by Koger. Fans out to the corner for Ollis for three. It's good! Beautiful basketball by the Hawks. And Viera strikes first.
That's a good start for Viera. They struggled in that matchup against Melbourne last time from beyond the arc. They are a 33% shooting team from beyond the three-point line.
And just the threat of Sal Parker down low, he attracted two to the ball. That allowed Ollis for the wide-open corner three, and you can't leave a shooter open like that. Koger's able to chuck it across the timeline. Leverage pump fakes. Thought about a three instead. Finds the inside feed. Now Koger pump fakes. He drives to his left, picks up his dribble floater, just short off the front of the rim. Rebound White. And a foul. So already a turnover and a foul for Melbourne on back-to-back possessions.
My X factors in this one are going to be Will White and Nash Fiedler. Will White is that guy he's up and down the floor. He's going to point the offense in the direction it needs to go. And as far as Nash Fiedler goes, man, he's got basketball on his brother line with his brother Max, who Mike Sullivan coached. And there's exactly what I'm talking about, Will White.
Yeah, Will White, when we covered that game against Holy Trinity, he was one of their big X factors, one of their big-time contributors. Again, I agree with you. I expect him to be a big-time factor tonight if he is going to walk away victorious. Chuck it over wide open three for Horning. Just short. That's going to be another foul. So
yeah, that's over the back. That's something in high school when you're big and you're tall, and you know it's hard not to go over the back of it. It's just hard.
Agreed. So 2 possessions for Viera, both resulting in scores. 3 possessions for Melbourne. They've come up empty-handed every time. We'll see if the trend continues. White, guarded by Koger. Now they'll fan out to Harris. Harris loads up for the 3. No good. Melbourne gets their first stop, and now they're going to push the pace in transition. Be Horning. They'll size up the defense. Now we'll pass out to Koger. Koger. They'll feed down low, trying desperately to beat this zone that's given them fits so far. Pull it up the midi. No good. Parker tips it, but it stays with Fielder. Dangerous pass, almost intercepted. Now back to Koger. And Melbourne's going to try and reset after that hectic series of events. They'll give it to Loveridge. Loveridge, Koger for the deep 3. It's good! Quinn Koger showing off the range. Melbourne gets on the board. White's going to find Harris. Harris goes straight back to White. Now they got Olis. Parker in the corner. Parker back to White. Back to Olis in that corner where he hit the 3. Now back to Carter. All 5 Hawks have touched the basketball. Beautiful feed to Parker. Parker goes up, and he is fouled. But again, just great basketball and ball movement from the Hawks. All 5 starters touched the basketball in that possession. And that's the type of ball movement that wins you basketball games or gets rewarded with free throws at the line, as we see Parker, the 6'4" senior center, will shoot a pair. First one no good. He'll get one more. 5:11 on the clock. It's 5-3. Melbourne has the edge as Levi Loveridge will sub out and Tyree King will sub in, number 4. Second shot. It's good. The lead is back up to 3. 6-3. The Hawks have doubled up on the Bulldogs here early. They feed it down to the previously mentioned King. King fans out. And that transition game is where they're going to have to thrive. They haven't been able to beat the zone so far. If they're unable to do that, they're going to have to work in transition. Pivots. Now gives to Roberts. Roberts back to Fielding. Give it to Koger. Koger's got 2 on him. Someone's open. Wide open on the wing. Instead takes it himself. No good. He had Stephen Horning wide open on the wing. Instead took it tough, contested 2. Olis. They feed out. Harris. Corner 3. No good. Rebound by Melbourne, and they got to push the pace here whenever they get a transition opportunity. Koger, another deep 3. It's good. Quentin Koger, 2 threes on the night, both from way downtown. Melbourne has the tie.
He is the do-everything for this team, and I tell you what, it all revolves around him. If he gets hot, so will everybody else.
Absolutely. He's a guy that lifts up the team. As Quentin Koger goes, so do the Bulldogs. And he has all 6 of their points here early. Olis pump fakes, drives in. That one's swatted away and denied by Tyree King. A defensive stand for Melbourne. They have a chance to take their first lead. Fanning it around Horning. Back to Koger. Again, this zone has been giving Melbourne fits for the most part. Driving in. Koger, corner 3, loads up. Oh,
man, he almost dropped that.
Yeah, Damian Carter with the rebound. Chucks it ahead. Wide open is Olis. And that's about as smooth as it's going to get. Threading the needle is Damian Carter with a beautiful assist. Hawks back in front. And speak of Carter, he's got a steal. Oh, right back. And who else but Quentin Koger to steal right back. A hectic series of events there. Melbourne Bulldog with ball with 3 minutes to go. King finds a wide open Fledler. End over end, it's good. First lead of the night for the Bulldogs.
It's raining trays here at Viera.
Melbourne shooting the lights out of the ball. 3 for 4 right now from beyond the arc. And again, like you said, Koger gets them going, and it's no secret as to why Fielder hit that 3.
I'll tell you what, it looked good early for Viera, but here come the rainbow threes from Melbourne.
They find Parker down low.
Push.
What if for a 3
That's
of their
way
own.
short. That's a great job blocking out to let that ball get out of bounds like that.
Absolutely. And
by Nash Fiedler, number 24. Of course, Nash's brother Max was an absolute standout here. Played college ball, got a shot in the NBA with the Philadelphia 76ers, I think at like a 10-day camp.
Beautiful post up from Tyree King. Way to use his body to get big in the paint. And what started as a 5-0 lead for Viera is quickly an 11-3 run for the Bulldogs. They have a 3-point advantage. Dangerous pass intercepted by Horning. They're going the other way in transition, trying to extend to their lead. Horning, beautiful floater. It's good.
I would take a timeout if I was Logan Keith.
Absolutely.
This is what happened last time. And Viera never really found their footing.
Absolutely. And with a minute 30 left, you got to end this quarter off strong again. It really is all about how you start and finish a quarter, those first and last 2 minutes. Oh, it's loads it for three. Not even close.
Everything is off right now for the Hawks. Here comes Fiedler.
And that was a dangerous pass by Parker. Load up for the three. Just short. Harris gets the board. And we have a whistle. Be a foul on Koger. Yeah, you're right. I agree. You're down 5. They obviously have all the momentum. I'd call a timeout. Try and give yourself a chance to take a breather, find your footing, and end this quarter off with some of the momentum.
Braden Wasden and Bronson Chodacek check in. Chodacek, the super sophomore, who is averaging a double-double per game as Quentin Koger takes an earful from Coach Mike Sullivan.
Now Viera desperately needs something to go their way here. Again, 13-3 is the Bulldog run. That one's dangerous. Picked up by Chodacek.
They're double-teaming him every time he touches the ball. They know he's averaging a double-double.
And if they double team just means someone's open.
Brooks Harris is going to have to get his shot going too tonight.
Absolutely. Carter feeds to Chodacek. Beautiful find. That's 2 beautiful assists tonight from Damian Carter already. Viera crosses double digits. It's 13-10, 40 seconds to go. A beautiful find to King again. Tyree King finding that right side.
Can't have defensive lapses like that.
Exactly. It'll be 20 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Carter back to Olis. Hawks need a bucket here. They find Carter again. Olis in the corner. Thought about a 3, instead drives in. 10 seconds. Chodacek. Again, double.
Boy, I tell you, they got to get him some help.
Beautiful defensive possession there. They got 5 seconds to work with. Intercepted by Carter. Carter.
There you go.
Finds him. He's going to get it off. Just in the nick of time. Braden Wisden beats the buzzer.
What a quarter for the Melbourne Bulldogs. Started slow, finished fast. Melbourne gets the final bucket. But let me tell you something, Brian. That entire quarter right there, Melbourne, they didn't come into this game tonight playing well. I think they have 2 wins. 2 and 4, I think they were, in their last 6. They look like a team that hadn't lost all year there for about a 6-minute stretch. We'll step aside, and we'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, we're back. Brooks Harris with the basketball. Harris over down to Olis. Well, actually, that's not Olis. Good feed underneath. This is the thing the Hawks need to do, move the basketball. They're doing that. Back to Harris, top of the key. Harris kicks it out in the corner to Olis. In and out 3, no good. Rebound to Jaden Okoye. Okoye across the midcourt stripe with it now. Okoye gets the ball over to Horning. Horning looking down low. He's got Tyreek King if he wants him. Chodacek about 5 feet off of him. Starter's getting a pretty good rest. Good feed underneath. It was there all day. Got to make the layup. That's Shane Brooks. Does not. And the Hawks come away with a board.
And Brooks is a lot more efficient in that first game against Satellite. He struggled to find his footing here tonight.
And there's a foul. And Bronson Chodacek will shoot 2 from the free throw line. First free throw is good. Man, you could hear everything in the gym at that point. Second free throw attempt on its way. And that's no good. And Melbourne leads it 15-13. Loose ball, though, picked up by Viera.
That's
and
great.
They'll get it back out to the point.
Great
That's
hustle.
Damian Carter underneath the Chodacek. He loses the grip. Still, what a battle there. That's a travel. Great defensive play that time by Shane Brooks, the junior, who just would not relent on Chodacek, forcing the travel. Melbourne inbounds the ball. They'll press man-man here. Coming in now, they'll ease up. This is Okoye with it. Okoye over to Fiedler. Fiedler kicks it out in the corner to O'Brien. Hits nothing. That shot, the follow-up, the offensive board by Tyreek King is 2, and it's 17-13 Bulldogs.
And yeah, all 6 of King's points have come from that right side layups. Whether it's on a rebound or a post-up, he's been a problem there tonight.
Chodacek backs in, one-handed. Nice play, but they're making him work for it.
You got to give credit to the Melbourne defense on that. Yeah, nothing easy for Chodacek tonight.
Ball's on the ground. Jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Melbourne. Well, actually, down on the floor it says Viera, so it'll be Viera ball. No, it is Melbourne. It is Melbourne. O'Brien inbounds to Okoye. Out of bounds. That is looking for help. One referee is. Jump ball again. That'll be Viera basketball. This time they could not decide who it was off of. That was off of Viera.
I agree. We had a pretty good view of that. If they want to challenge that, they know who to call.
Viera called a break but couldn't capitalize. They trail 17-15 here. Koye, nicely guarded here by Wasden. Whistle and a timeout by Mike Sullivan on the floor. This 30-second timeout brought to you by Gamers R Us. My man Seth Gibson. Are you a gamer? Like not just video games, but like card games, board games, things like that? Do you do those things?
I dabble into the card games.
What do you dabble in?
I don't know. I was always a big like Clue, Risk, like those type of board games.
This is more like Dungeons and Dragons. Caleb knows all the names of these things, like those Pokemon games, things like that. Yeah. But Seth, if it's a board game, a card game, a dice game, a video game, Seth Gibson at Gamers R Us, he's got it. So, we got a real live DJ in the house tonight. There he is right there. I'm sure we'll pick up about 45 music copyrights by the time the night is over. There's head coach Logan Keith, and what a job Keith has done in his career. Keith's telling the referee right now, why are they still in the huddle? And the buzzer blew 30 seconds ago. But Keith in his career, 313 and 210, 111 and 64 here at Viera, spent 11 years at Rockledge where he was 203 and 146. Stellar career with the Raiders. Mike Solomon, all 33 years with the Melbourne Bulldogs. Coach Sullivan actually coached the girls team for the first 3 years of his tenure before moving over to the boys side. 17-15 here, Melbourne on top. Corner three is a pew by Cole O'Brien, and Melbourne extends their lead to 5 to 20-15. Winner will play the winner between Rockledge and Palm Bay for the Cape Coast Conference Championship. Stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Did Quentin Koger?
And yeah,
that was 24-22 Palm Bay at the half in that one.
And yeah, that's their fourth three of the night for Melbourne. 12 of their points have come from beyond the arc. They've really been excelling at that, shooting over 50%. They gotta get a hand up on shooters if you're the Hawks.
Wasden for three, no good. Whistle, and they're going to call an offensive foul here. It's going to go against Chodacek, I believe, yeah. So now you got Chodacek and Sal Parker on the floor, the two leading scorers. Viera struggling to find their opening game rhythm. Melbourne taking advantage. Tyree King with an inside-out move, and it's 22-15.
I was about to say he had O'Brien wide open in the corner, but, you know, big-time players make big-time plays, and that was a big-time play from King, extending the lead for Melbourne.
Well, I tell you, Melbourne's getting to every loose ball. They just, it's all falling their way, but they're working for it. Corner, wide open three, no good. Chodacek with the board.
Even though he wasn't able to come down with it, it's just the principle of having him wide open after he just hit one a couple of possessions ago. Got to have better defensive IQ there.
White trying to work the ball around the perimeter. That's Bargewell who is checked in. White again to the elbow, looking for help, throws it away. King with it. Horning loses the grip, but manages to save it. Great job by him. Timeout. And that actually, he called a foul there. No, he didn't call a foul. He said he was out of bounds.
Or was it not? Was it backcourt?
Mike Solomon losing his mind. That could be there. It could be a backcourt.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
4:03 to play, first half. Pretty much been all Melbourne since about 5 to go in the first quarter. Will White over to Wasden. Wasden, Parker at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Barswell. Barswell baseline. Throws it away again.
I don't know who he was.
Another turnover. Here comes Horning off the glass. No good. White with the board. Back down the floor. Viera. Corner. Barswell. Three. No good. Rushed it. King with the board. Whistle and a foul. That'll go against Evan Barswell.
I mean, that 30 seconds, you blinked and someone else has possession of the basketball. It's a turnover, a block, whatever it was. But, again, way to hold up the line in transition for both these teams, not allowing either to get a free bucket on the other end. But now Melbourne has a chance to extend this lead to 10 points, double digits.
Quentin Koger with it. Koger. A wide open underneath. Parker left. Brooks all alone. He don't miss them often, and the lead is 9 for the Bulldogs. They are absolutely devouring the Viera Hawks right now.
In that first round game, they went down 13-6 early to Satellite and then proceeded to rip up a 16-0 run. This Melbourne team is dangerous. Basketball is all about a game of runs, and they're proving it here tonight.
Whistle, and we got a foul here. Who's it going to be on? Let's see what the call is. Nope, it's going. It's against Viera. Another foul on Chodacek's going to call a push. Chodacek's going to come out. Alex Olis is going to check back in. Nash Fiedler to inbound. Fiedler to Koger.
Yeah, and how Viera responds right here in these final 3 minutes is going to be big. Don't rush shots. One possession at a time. Just a stop, a score, stop, score. You don't have to get it all back in one possession.
Yeah, that's a good point. Koger spread. They got the floor spread. They got four corners right now. Fiedler back to Koger. They in no hurry. I don't blame them. You're going to force. Why? You're going to have to go out and play the ball.
Yes.
Koger down the lane. Kicks it out. That's an NBA three. And it's a beaut. 27-15. The lead is 12. Another three, that one from Cole O'Brien.
I mean, he's the second Bulldog with multiple threes tonight, but like you said, NBA level 3, they're just shooting the lights out here. No other two ways about it.
Nice feed to Brooks Harris down the lane by Parker. And the lead is cut to 10 with under 2 to go in the half. Horning just sitting camping over there in that corner. And he's not missing. This is Fiedler with a head fake. Kicks it back. Another NBA three. That one's short. Fiedler gets the offensive board. Koger with a head fake there. Tries to dribble down low. Robbie Aizy guarding Quentin Koger. Kicks it over to Fiedler. Fiedler's got everybody discombobulated. Horning with a three. No good. Rebound, Will White tried to kick it out, but it ends up in Koger's hand, who goes in with the 2-foot floater, and that will get the lead back to 12, 29-17, with a minute 16 to go in the half. It's all Melbourne.
Yeah, that's a smart timeout. I mean, you give them 2, 3, 4 chances on that possession just because you got to get two hands on the basketball, grab the ball. You can't just do tip drills. It's no way if you allow a team to get multiple offensive possessions multiple offensive rebounds on a possession, they more likely than not will make you pay eventually, and that's what Melbourne just did.
See if I can get an update on the Palm Bay Rockledge game. If Rockledge wins, they'll come to either Melbourne or Viera. If Palm Bay wins, either Melbourne or Viera will go to Palm Bay Friday night for the Cape Coast Conference Championship. The girls play tomorrow night. I have no idea who because nobody told me anything. This is Will White trying to get inside, and White will be fouled before the shot. 1:01 to go, 29-17. And right now, Viera, they just can't find that rhythm.
Yeah, they had that rhythm for like the first 2 to 3 minutes, but again, Melbourne able to come up with some big-time runs.
And there's the easy one from Olis. And it's 29-19. The lead is 10. I'd be in no hurry to shoot this shot.
Not at all. Obviously, you're going to have the lead regardless, but you want it to keep it at double digits if you're Melbourne, especially on the road.
Corner three here. Head fake by Loveridge. Loses the ball to White. White, take your time. And the follow. Nice job by Robbie Iezzi. And the putback makes it 29-21. The lead is down to 8. 25 seconds. Great feed to Loveridge underneath. Loveridge spins, turns, one-handed, drops it in. Back to 10 at 31-21. 15 seconds to go in the half.
Beautiful play by Loveridge. Not afraid of contact down low there. Again, lead back up to double digits.
Melbourne definitely has the size advantage. Will White, I'm not sure what that was. I don't think that's the play with 15 seconds to go in the half.
I agree on that one.
I would imagine Coach Keith, Coach Baglin, Coach Gage and company, we're going to have some things to say at halftime. And that'll take us to the half, where it has been all Melbourne Bulldogs here tonight.
Whoop. That might be putting some more time.
They're going to put some more time
Maybe like
on.
half a second, I think.
Well, this is a touch and shoot, not even a catch and shoot. This is a catch and push.
Yeah.
Why would they put 12 seconds back on the clock? I think they want to put 1.2 seconds back on the clock. Just count it off on the floor. 1 over.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember, you didn't do the game with me last time. Viera looked really, really good going into the half. So I don't know if this is an opposite thing here, but Viera's definitely going to have to be doing some things differently coming up in the second half here. And I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be doing here. They're going to run the clock down, I think, to 1.2 seconds. Yep, there we go.
Perfect. Right.
Man, I'll tell you what, that's awesome. Because that point second, that's not easy to do. Stop the clock there.
Ran the clock operator for my school for
but
4
this,
years. Yeah,
this
not
is
easy.
Plenty of time to catch and shoot.
Absolutely.
Yep, not now. And that'll be the end of the half as it is 31-21. We'll step aside. We'll do what they call, well, I don't like to refer to it as pay some bills. We'll honor some sponsors, and then we'll be back with the second half here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, well, we'll show you the cheerleaders first. We'll let you, the cheerleaders' halftime routine. I know Coach Dravis works very, very hard with the cheerleaders, so we'll see what's going on here. There's Coach Chad Raymond. Mama. No, that's you. All right? And please don't fall, dude. All right. Nice job. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows and let's get started.
Go! Let's go 2 minutes of rockers to fire it up.
Halftime from Viera High School, where the winner of tonight will travel to Palm Bay. It's a final. Pirates with a 15-point win over Rockledge tonight, 57-42. As head coach Wardell Collins has got the Palm Bay Pirates on some kind of roll this season. Put some butter on them. They are on a roll. So we will be back with the second half here, where it is the Melbourne Bulldogs talking about on a roll and butter. They are all over the Viera Hawks by 10, 31-21. All right, welcome back to Viera High School. I think this first 3 minutes, Brian, of this half is the do or die telltale for Viera.
It's really
if they don't make a run or outscore Melbourne at the very least 5-0, 6-2, 7-1, I think Melbourne wins this basketball game.
Yeah, it's really going to tell the story of where this team's head's at. Like you said, it doesn't even need to be, you don't even get it all back in these 3 minutes. Even if you go +4, that's still almost halfway down there. You have to get something here in this first 3 minutes, because if you dig your hole deeper, then you're looking at 12, 13, 14, 15. With just 10 minutes of gameplay to go, that's almost a death sentence here, even though you're at home.
31-21, Melbourne on top. Brian Kelly with third quarter call here on Brevard Sports Network. Brian, I broke your pen, man.
Oh, you're all
The
good.
thing
I
just
got
popped
plenty
up,
more
man.
where that came from. Don't worry. You're all good. I'll be sending an invoice to you on Monday.
Yeah, invoice me, man. I am bad with pens, man.
Oh, it's the inbound to White. Going to have to get Will White going here. We saw it very limited in the first half of action. It can be attributed to Melbourne's success. White rolls off the South Parker screen. Fans out to Harris. Got to get the shooters going too. Got to get everyone going. Parker, the big man, down low. A late foul called. The guilty party is number 20, Shane Brooks.
Referee telling Shane, come on, man. You killed him in the inside. Shane wasn't happy with the call. But, yeah, Shane, you fouled him.
Parker missed the first one.
That is the first thing that you just can't do down by 10 in the third quarter.
You gotta hit both of them. As he tries to make it 1 for 2, 2 for 4 on the night. Can't miss the second one. Right place, right time for Will White. They'll get an extra possession out of it.
Could have been a 4-point possession.
Yep. Beautiful feed to Parker. What a deny by Shane Brooks. He's been all over the place, especially on the defensive end.
He got all ball on that one, didn't he?
Yep. That one was clean for sure. Again, yeah, Viera's got to get the guys going. They got to get the big man going. They got to get Will White going. The shooters were going early at the very beginning, but they've kind of faded off. On the flip side, Melbourne has been knocking down over threes at a 50% clip. That's really been the difference maker here. They've already made 5. Koger guarded by Harris. Viera shows a more zone look. Trying to get the ball out of Koger's hands. They will. Gives a Horning. And go right back to Koger. Trying to put some ball pressure. Trying to trap him in a corner. Get something. Get the ball out of number 0's hands. That's going to be a 3-second going the other way. So they'll take it any way they can get.
This is what makes Mike Sullivan such a great coach right now. To be able to implement patience in your – this is like being up in a football game and doing the right thing by running the ball in the third quarter. This is patient basketball, making them have to beat you.
Yes, that's exactly. Couldn't have said it better. Olis loads up for 3. It's good. Alex Olis. The second half begins the way the first half did with an Alex Olis corner 3. Viera strikes first. And yeah, he's the shooter I was really referring to. They got to get him going. His second 3 on the night. He can be dangerous if he finds his groove. 6 minutes gone by. One more until that 3-minute mark that we were talking about. They've gotten it to +3. A stop and a score would get us to +5, maybe even +4 or 6. Koger working on White. He'll drive. He'll retreat. Now they give it to Horning. Horning. Swarm. Fielder. No good. Gets his own miss. Pump fakes. No good. Rebound. Stays with him again. Another offensive board. This time, third time to charm. No good. It's going to be an over the back. And it's staying with Melbourne. So,
listen, I was going to call him Max Fiedler. Nash Fiedler.
Yes.
And Shane Brooks are just beating Viera up on the inside.
I mean, they're the more physical team right now, and it's showing. Off the initial miss, they've gotten 3 extra chances. If they're able to get a shot off on this one, it'll be 4 shots this possession.
This is a 90-second possession.
Yep. Can't have those. Loads up for the corner 3. It's good.
Oh, my goodness
Quentin
gracious.
Koger buries the corner 3. 3 triples tonight for number 0.
That just feels like a dagger. I mean, I know there's plenty of basketball left, but it just feels like no matter what you do, You can't get up on these guys right now.
And it's really, you're doing it to yourself when the inability to get the offensive rebounds. We've seen multiple possessions now where Melbourne has gotten 2, 3, 4 shots off.
That's 2 on Brooks in this quarter.
That's something to watch.
That's 3 in the game. He's going to have to come out.
And that's a big blow for Melbourne. Steve Horning will check in. But, yeah, you're right. He's had a very good showing, not just this half, but this entire game. Viera's got to capitalize on this one. It's almost like capitalizing on a power play in hockey. As that one's no good, but White will shoot free throws. I'm just in awe of how Koger and O'Brien have been shooting the basketball. It feels like no matter where they pull up from, they're going to make it. Harris on the inbound. Finds a wide open Olis. This time for 3. It's good! Alex Olis, back-to-back threes. He starts the quarter off on fire. Brings it back to within 7.
It doesn't mean anything if they can't hold them.
I agree. Got to get stops. It's good that you're getting your shooter going for sure, but you have to come away with the stop here. Horning loads up for 3. It's good. You're right, Allen. It means nothing if you can't put a stop on the other end. It's just you're trading buckets at this point. Down 7, down 10. Down 7, down 10. White drives in on Koger, reverses the spin move. Carter, now he drives in, picks up his dribble, feeds to White. White takes the tough layup through contact.
Play.
It's good.
Nice play.
Nice find by Damian Carter, his 3rd assist of the night. And a
Look at
great
White.
defensive stand by Will White, and he draws the foul. So, hey, you needed a chippy play like that, and he got it from the Union Hawks.
That's what Will White brings his team when he's playing his best basketball.
I agree. Yeah, you got to get one of your high motor guys going. It'll be a timeout from Melbourne. So 4:18 to go. It's an 8-point lead for Melbourne.
The
so
lead is down. It's at 8. But I think right now Viera's got to come up with an answer.
Agreed.
To shorten Melbourne's possessions. Melbourne is possessing this basketball. I mean, we don't have shot clocks.
Yeah.
But Melbourne's possessing the basketball 45 seconds at a clip. And if you just do the sheer math alone on that, if they're trading buckets, there's no shot.
Exactly. The math doesn't support them. And it definitely, and when they do shoot the basketball, you have to crash and get a rebound. You can't allow second chance points. You certainly can't allow 3rd or 4th chance points. And that's what they've given Melbourne. And Melbourne's been able to cash in on those multiple offensive rebound possessions.
The way you beat a team underneath that's bigger than you are is you get a hand on the ball and you knock it out. Okay? You don't, if they're not grabbing, you're knocking. So you're knocking that ball backwards and hoping somebody behind you on your team will grab it and go.
Yeah, if you can't get 2 hands on the basketball, yeah, you're right. Just got to tip drill, see what you can do. Good find to Carter. Carter to White for the 3.
Nice.
It's good. Corner 3 from Will White. That's 3 in a row from beyond the arc.
Let's see what Melbourne does here off the timeout.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting possession. The lead is back to within 5. This is a huge position for both teams. Melbourne can't afford a turnover here. They got to keep pace with Viera.
Nice move.
Horning finds Felder.
That's a foul by Olis.
It's an easy call there for the referees. But, yeah, you're right. That's a big time. So that's 3 straight threes for the Hawks. 2 of them coming from Olis. That most recent one coming from White. So they're getting the shooters going. He's got to get a couple more stops here. Fedler to Horning. Horning.
Yeah, that's a reach. Got to quit reaching.
Obviously,
he's going to call a push, but he's reached.
Gives it to Horning on the inbounds.
Great head coach will tell you reaching is lazy defense.
Horning that one's tried to find Brooks, but it will be a kickball.
That's 2 fouls on this possession by Viera.
Or check that. That's not Brooks. That's Loveridge. Brooks is still on the side.
Viera better make sure he's covered up too, Horning.
Yes, agreed.
He goes right into the corner, open. That goes off of Well, I thought that went off of Tyree King, but it doesn't. They were setting up that corner 3, Brian, with Horning. He's a great shooter.
Again, you got KYP. Know your personnel on that one. Koger, the tough take, no good. Carter's there for the rebound. The Hawks have a chance to bring it within a possession for the first time since early in that second quarter. A wide open Will White. It's not going to get any easier than that for Viera. They're back within 3. Koger finds Horning. Horning. The pump fake. Koger now unloads for a 3. Just short. The rebound's there. Now Horning pump fakes. Pulls up for the mid-range. The tip drill, it's good. Nash Fielder.
Nash Fiedler, man. I love watching the kid play.
Fiedler is just cleaning up the boards here tonight. He's got so many offensive rebounds, getting them extra possession after extra possession. White on Koger. 39-34. 2.5 to go. Tough take from White, no good. Loveridge gives it to Koger. And now slows the ball down, slows the possession down. These final 2.5 minutes will say a lot about how this fourth quarter might go. Horning drives in, finds Koger. Koger back to Horning. Horning loads up for the wing 3. It's good! Melbourne with a big-time 3 from Stephen Horning, the guard.
He is a shooting machine.
And again, that's his third 3 of the night. Carter now drives in, feeds down to Parker. Parker, tough take, no good, gets his own miss. A whole host of Bulldogs are there, but it doesn't matter for Sal Parker. I mean, he went through almost the entire Melbourne defense.
He nearly lost a possession by putting the ball unnecessarily on the floor.
Agreed. Horning's able to chuck it down low, finds a wide open Levi Loveridge, and a collapse in the coverage
Size
for the
matters.
Hawks. Yep.
1:40 to go in the third. The lead is 8 for the Bulldogs.
Carter posting up, now fans out to White. White drives in, through contact.
Yeah, he traveled. That's
traveled.
not
Wow.
a foul. And as Chodacek and Watts did check in, but yeah, he definitely traveled.
So these final this final 90 seconds, 44-36, down 8 are the Hawks. If they're able to bring it to within 4, and they're looking good heading to the fourth quarter. All it's going to take is 2 stops and 2 scores, but they're going to have to win these next 90 seconds convincingly. Koger faces a double team. They get it to Horning. Horning, you can't leave him open, and you pay the price. Alex Olis went to the paint, and he paid dearly, as that's his third 3 of the quarter for Steve Horning. Looked like they were trying to get back into the zone look, and it cost them big time. White, they're all over Will White. Chucks it desperately to Harris. Back to Olis. Olis, pump fakes. Foul called on the floor. And yeah, talk about the hot hand for Stephen Horning. Every time he has the basketball, it feels like he's going to shoot, and every time he shoots, it feels like it's going to go in.
The situation's actually worsened for Viera. They're down
Yep.
by 11 instead of 10.
Yeah, they were down 5 just 2 or 3 minutes ago. And the lead's ballooned up to 11. Like you said, the largest lead of the night for the Bulldogs.
Now, what can't happen here is a technical or anything. Like you can't give and Viera doing the one thing they just can ill afford to do. Miss the easy ones, the given ones.
1 for 5 from the line tonight are the Hawks. Just can't have that.
No, you cannot.
Trying to make it 2 for 6. He does. Olis converts on 1. Back to 10. 56 seconds to go. 47-37. Koger with the basketball. Chucks it to Horning. Horning's been dangerous. He's 3 threes in this quarter alone. 4 on the game. Go back to Koger. Koger pump fakes. And drives in. Thought about a step back. I saw that look in his eyes. Instead, he's going to waste some more clock. Dribbled away. It's the one thing Viera needs more than points is time.
30 seconds to play. This is great basketball.
Absolutely.
Great basketball.
And a beautiful find. Fiedler sells the layup. So now Viera has a chance to get the last shot off. 20 seconds. Give it to Watson. Watson to Harris. Back to White. White's going to assess with 14 to go. Give it back to White. Guard by Fiedler. Jab step.
I mean, you got 8 seconds.
Got to set something up. Try and get a shot off here. Give it to Harris. Harris, a contested 3. It's good! Brooks Harris with a contested 3. And Viera ends the quarter off on a positive note, but it's Melbourne with the 7-point advantage heading into our final frame of play.
All right, we'll be back with the fourth quarter coming up here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back to the fourth quarter here on Brevard Sports Network. Want to thank the DJ, man. Gave us a big shout out there. This is the first time we've been in this gym. I think we did one volleyball match in here this year. Without Caleb, it's just hard to get everywhere, and they ain't been in this gym in a while. Here we go. For Viera, it'll be Wasden, White, Olish, Chodacek, and Harris. For Melbourne, it'll be Horning, Koger, O'Brien. I can't see the other number. Oh, there it is. Loveridge. And number 15 is Jacob Roberts. And Koger in absolutely no hurry to shoot the basketball. Melbourne leads it by 7. Harris with the 3 at the buzzer. Koger from the corner for 3. And guess what? It's back to 10. 50-40. Melbourne relentless in their attack tonight.
I mean, we'll have to check the box score, but Koger and Horning are going tit for tat here with the three-pointers. I think they each have 4 apiece at least. We'll see who comes out on top with that one.
Chodacek tried to set a pick for White. Didn't work. Koger on him. The other pick from Chodacek there. No good. Harris with it. 4 feet north of the top of the key. Chodacek. Great play by Roberts. And the Bulldogs with a bucket here can match, or actually they can hit their largest lead of the night. Horning wanted the NBA 3, won't take it. Mike Sullivan telling him, hold the ball, hold the ball. They'll spread it out. This is just perfection.
That's the smartest thing you can do, though. Again, they need Viera needs points, but obviously no time.
Can't do it without possessions.
Yep. Agreed.
But you got to make it when you do shoot.
Agreed.
Brooks Harris across the timeline with it. Bounce pass down to Chodacek. Spins, turns. Yeah, the elbow. Listen, 99.9% of every referee is going to let that move go until the elbow comes up. Chodacek raised the elbow, and that call is going to go against the offensive player every time you see the referee sees the bottom of the elbow.
And it's been a tough night for Bronson Chodacek, and you got to give credit to that Melbourne defense being able to scheme up against a really tough and relentless player down in the paint.
I think listen, Chodacek's your guy. He's
Yep.
averaging a double-double. At this point, you just leave him in until he fouls out.
Agreed. I mean, they've made him almost a non-factor the Bulldogs have. We haven't called his name too much. So, again, give credit to that Bulldog defense. They've done their work tonight.
I'd put Sal Parker in there with him, though.
Yep.
Horning backs it off. 46 minutes to play. Koger inside. Won't fly. Rebound. Roberts. Melbourne doing it all. Offensive, defensive boards. 3 points, 2 points.
And we've said it all night. The second and third chance points from Melbourne. They've been the difference maker.
Largest lead of the night for the Bulldogs right now, 52-40. Melbourne looking to make it 2 in a row over Viera after dropping 5 straight. Chodacek. He'll get the floater on the spin. Timeout on the floor. Third and fourth quarter sponsored by Coastal Strength and Barbell. My man Isaac Bermudez. I'm telling you, give this guy a call. Nobody does one-on-one training better than Isaac Bermudez. Wow, man. This is not what I came or this is not what I expected to see tonight. Still 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go. It's a 52-42 game. High school basketball is a funny sport. Viera, I thought the lead was 12. Oh, yeah, they just made a bucket to knock it to 10. It'll be Melbourne basketball. So if you're Melbourne, keep your eye on the clock.
Yes.
I'm curious when Viera crosses the timeline with their next possession. If they run their offense, I'm curious how long it is before Viera gets off a shot.
And yeah, if you're Melbourne, the key emphasis here: shrink the game, limit the possessions, because that's the only shot Viera has is by getting extra possessions off your misses.
No post-game interviews tonight. We'll take care of those for the Cape Coast Conference Championship. Horning throws it away. See, that's what can happen. Brooks Harris. Chodacek loses the grip. Viera loses an opportunity.
That's a big loss. That's a big missed opportunity because, like
Nothing
you said,
going right the Hawks' way tonight.
because, yeah, they got that back in 10 seconds of game time going across the other way. And a wide open layup missed by Chodacek. He wasn't able to get the board.
What they're doing now is applying ball pressure outside. They have to. They could not leave Melbourne just standing there running a Dean Smith four corners type offense.
Yeah, absolutely agreed.
Chodacek with a throw off the glass, and the lead is 8 at 52-44.
And he's got the last 4 points for the Hawks. He's kind of getting going. Is it too little too late, though?
Here comes Will White. Tyree King set the check back in. And Will White loses the grip.
Got a 5-on-4 here. White's lagging behind.
Koger. And knocking it out of bounds is Damian Carter. Nash Fiedler checks in. Horning will take a break. 4:26 to play. It's 52-44 Melbourne. And it has been Melbourne ever since they took over the lead with about 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Great feed underneath. The kiss off the glass is beautiful by Shane Brooks. The lead is back to 10. Carter, Harris, Chodacek. Traveled. Absolutely traveled.
And yeah, Brooks in limited minutes because of the foul trouble, but when he's been on,
That's Shane Brooks.
he's been making you pay. Yep, absolutely. He's been going on the offensive end and then flipping on the defensive end.
That is the defense of Shane Brooks, and Chodacek will check out, and Sal Parker will check in. Mike Sullivan wants a timeout with a 10-point lead. We'll step aside. We'll be right back.
Holy Trinity Cheerleaders Love for Bar Sports Network!
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
I'll tell you what, man, they're playing some great music in here tonight. Some 80s, some 90s. I absolutely love it. Love it. Goes right down my alley. I know you younger guys, man. You want that late 90s, 2000s. This is perfect right here.
Hey, that DJ's in his bag tonight. I got to tell
I
you what.
hear you. All right, let's set the table. 4:04 to play. 54-44. Melbourne on top. Fiedler needs to get it in. Does to Koger. Barely, but does. Melbourne, Viera, all kinds of pressure on the ball now. Tyree King is checked in for the Bulldogs. And Viera steals it away underneath the Olis. Didn't have the angle. Throws it away. Not sure why he tried to do that.
You can't rush these things. You got to, just remember your pivot. Just, again, smart, simple, elementary passes. Rushing things only going to lead to turnovers.
Yep. Nobody there. Nobody home. And the lead is 12. And I think you can start right now to start thinking about Melbourne and Palm Bay Friday night.
Yep.
Because Viera just does not have an answer.
That's going to be a very interesting one. Very excited to see. We've had the privilege of covering Palm Bay for a couple games. I've obviously covered Melbourne for the entirety of this tournament. Yeah, no, it's going to be good. A lot of household names.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, Mike Sullivan, he's going to push Wardell Collins' team physically.
Yep.
And that is, listen, Palm Bay loves to run. Melbourne's big. They're strong. They're physical. You got contrasting styles. Quentin Koger goes inside, won't go. Rebound, Alex Holmes. This is going to be a fun matchup Friday night. No look underneath the Olis, and Olis drops two, and a timeout with 2:38 to play. That's okay. I'm good with the timeouts.
Yeah.
Get some more of that good music.
Exactly.
Hey, bud. Trying to find out what the name of the DJ guy is. Because, I mean, if I ever do anything again, like, I don't know, get remarried, this is my DJ. Did I just say that?
What?
Did I just say that?
What did you say?
If I ever, get remarried. Yeah, I think I did say that, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. Did I hit my head? Here we go. 2:38, 56, 46 is the score. Koger to inbound. Does so to Tyree King. Gets it over to Nash Fiedler. Fiedler back to Koger. Koger across the timeline but throws it away. And a whistle and a foul. Yep. Shane Brooks is holding his hands in the air, but he's doing that thing Mike Sullivan hated, and that was reaching. He was reaching for the ball, and every time you reach, you foul. White will pick it up. Koger will greet him right beyond the midcourt stripe. Parker with the pick, but he goes the other way against it. Bounce pass to Parker inside. Brooks all over him.
He's just all over
Brooks
that.
has just been a beast inside tonight.
I mean, both of the big men, Chodacek and Parker, have found nothing on Brooks tonight. Tip your cap, he's won the battle tonight.
Yeah. That's going to go against Brooks, too. He's not going to like it.
I think that might be I think this is fourth
That
at
could
least.
be 5 on
Yeah,
him.
it might be.
I think it is 5 on Brooks. In fact, I know it is.
Yeah, the only thing that was hurting him was foul trouble in that first half, but, he still made his impact on the game more than enough.
What are we doing here? Oh, yeah, that's 5. Okay.
I mean, luckily Melbourne has a 10-point lead.
He's one of our players of the game tonight, right there.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
young man deserves a round of applause for the defensive effort he put in tonight. Was absolutely phenomenal.
And luckily Melbourne's up double digits and they're not trying to mount a comeback. Otherwise, that would be a tough player to lose at this point in the game.
And it's 56-48 with 1:46 to go. Koger looking to inbound. Does so to Horning. Horning gets the ball. Good give and go. Roberts can't make it. But the rebound to Tyree King. Jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Viera.
Ooh. Interesting look from
A
Melbourne
3
there.
can cut this to 5 with 95
Yeah.
seconds to go.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they rushed that if you're Melbourne. Viera, though, you have to attack here. You got to get something, even if it's contested. Got to get a shot off.
Brooks Harris with it. Down to Sal Parker. Parker trying to get inside. Nearly traveled. Tyree King wreaking havoc down low as well. Doesn't matter who Melbourne puts in. Roberts, Brooks, King. It does not matter.
Yeah, Melbourne is winning in the paint. On offense, on defense, doesn't matter. Any way you slice it, their big men are outsizing and outmatching the VR big men.
Heck of a basketball game tonight. Right now, Melbourne has Viera held to what Melbourne allows season average. They allow 48 a game, and right now, Melbourne is exactly at what they average per game scoring, which is 50. Well, they average 54. So they're 2 points over that at 56.
Ideal Melbourne basketball game in a nutshell.
Yep. I felt like if Viera was going to win this game, it would be 75-52 or something like that. But if it was going to be a Melbourne win, we'd be in the 50s, low 60s. And that's the same thing we're going to see Friday night.
Absolutely.
If Melbourne can hold Palm Bay into the high 50s, low 60s, and we've done games where Palm Bay has struggled shooting the basketball. You know, they're a great basketball team, but they can struggle at times for stretches. We saw that against St. Cloud, you know, when they struggled to start the game but then came back. So if Melbourne can duplicate this game
Yes.
Friday night, they got a chance to win the Cape Coast Conference Tournament.
And we saw it in both games, in the first game against Saturday and in this one. Palm Bay, like you said, can have, they have their runs, they have their cold stretches. But Melbourne is a specific team that I've noticed will make you pay on those cold runs and honestly make the game. I know Palm Bay can come back from almost anything from what the games we've covered. But it's going to be difficult to do that against a Melbourne team that punishes you when you go cold.
(57-48). Three, no good. White. That'll stay Viera basketball, and they need this possession badly. People asking for the score. Well, I don't have a scoreboard app for inside here, so we give it about every 90 seconds. 57-48 underneath, whistle and a foul, and that's great, but
I mean, he's been hitting that deck hard all night.
under a minute to go, 53 and a half seconds. That's not going to cut it. And so pretty confident here that Melbourne's going to finish this off. Now, I did see my Maryland Terrapins one time cough up an 11-point lead with 101 to play against Duke.
Ooh. Against
But
Duke of all teams.
Duke
Yikes.
made their foul shots.
Yeah, fair. That's like, what, I think 2
Horning
per 7
and number 44 checks in. First time we've seen that young man this year. I don't have him on my roster, so I'm not sure who number 44 is. I'll have to ask after the game. And one of two makes it 57-49. And Horning's going to go to the line, and we'll do this for the next 16, 20, 25 minutes.
And yeah, like you say, you can foul them all you want, but if you can't hit your free throws on the other end or hit your shots,
it
it's
doesn't
no
matter.
good.
Horning's a great shooter. Let's see what he does here.
Yeah, just got great form shooting.
Yeah.
That's why he's such a great shooter from beyond the arc, too, as well. You just
Jody-
see it in his form.
Chodacek back in. He drops them both. That's 2-1. And it's 59-49 and 10-point lead with 51 seconds. It'd be a first for me to see a 10-point lead evaporate in 50 seconds.
I was never a math guy, but 2 is always greater than 1 every single time. Nice mid-range.
And Melbourne, with 41 seconds, will send Nash Fiedler to the line. How do you see Friday playing out?
Oh, that's going to be, I'm going to say Melbourne jumps on them early. We get maybe a little bit of a Palm Bay comeback. I think it comes down to the fourth quarter. I think it will be a close game heading into the fourth quarter. I think it will be within 5. I won't say who within 5, but I think we will be in for a good game, a good, tightly contested game, tighter than this one for sure.
Melbourne 3 for 3 from the free throw line. 3 for 4 down the stretch here. (60-51) with 33.4. Coach Keith takes a timeout. I'm guessing to just, miracles are miracles, but they definitely need one here.
I'll flip the question on you, Alan. How do you think Friday's going to play out?
Listen, I'm a big fan of what Wardell Collins has done at Palm Bay, and when you look at that Palm Bay roster and some of the players that team has, and how it's not even so much their individual athletic ability, but how they complement each other. If, like I said, if Melbourne can duplicate this game, then I like their chances. But I do think right now in this county, if I had to do my rankings, I'd probably go Palm Bay 1, Holy Trinity 2. Melbourne beats Viera, right? They're 8-7. Don't they got to be the third best team if they've beaten them twice?
I think so tonight. Yeah, like you said, beat them twice. They're definitely staking their claim and adding to their resume. So.
If you take an overtime game is the only game they played to this point, 55-50 Melbourne win. But Melbourne has struggled lately. They're 2-4 in their last 6, and they haven't looked good. But this shows you tonight what they're capable of doing when they're playing good basketball.
Yeah, and when the 3 ball is falling, any team is hard to beat, but especially this Melbourne team that goes on such extensive scoring runs to really open up the game. And yeah, Koger with 4 or 5 threes, Horning with 4 or 5 threes. O'Brien had a couple. Again, this team easily made 10 3-pointers tonight, and that's a recipe for success in today's modern game of basketball.
That we're talking about Wardell Collins and that Palm Bay team. They're 15-2. Great season.
Yeah, they have an impressive resume too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're young. They got some seniors, but for the most part, Omar Clark, Orion Wollaston, Caden Newton, Brown, all seniors. Top 4 leading scorers, I believe, are all seniors. C.J. Lloyd, good player. So they got some players. All right, so maybe they're not as young as I thought they were, but nonetheless, senior-laden team that plays like they do, tough to beat.
Yep, experience helps. Look at Indiana. I know we're talking about different sports and different levels, but Indiana's a very veteran senior team, and they're playing for the national championship. So, not to say that you need a team full of seniors, but seniority depth. Yep, absolutely.
I think when you watch high school sports and you see sophomores and freshmen star. Well, I'll give you the perfect example. Look at O'Galley football this year, right? You had I called them the X Factors. You had the great Xavier Larice, who was the Oregon commit signee, who's out in Oregon now, the senior, partnered with freshman Xavier Corbin, who was absolutely standout. And you talk to Xavier Corbin, and he'll tell you how much he matured throughout the course of the season because he played with Larice. 62-52 is our score here as Melbourne is 20 seconds away from advancing to the Cape Coast Conference Championship. That'll be Friday night, 7 o'clock, Palm Bay. You'll see it here live on Brevard Sports Network. And as projected, this final 50 seconds is taking at least 8 minutes to play, and we're going to get a lane violation.
Yep.
And number 44 is going to get an opportunity to shoot two again. Or one again.
That's just the story of the night. Offensive rebounds, second chance points.
Technical. So 5 will shoot the foul, and then 11 will shoot, and the lead is 11, and then 11 will shoot the technicals called against Roberts. Will White will shoot the technical, and he drops 1 of 2. The lead is 11. Interesting dynamic. If there were more time, he's going to shoot the technical foul, and Viera's going to get the basketball back, but 17 seconds just simply isn't enough time to do anything. Shooting the free throw is going to be Robbie Iezzi. And he'll drop them both. That'll make it 63-54.
The best free throw shooter tonight, easily.
Yeah, he didn't hit anything that resembled iron.
Yep.
And now Olis will inbound. If I were Melbourne, I'd just,
that's about it.
That'll do it. Hopefully that's the final intentional foul.
Yeah, I agree. I second that one.
2 shots coming from Koger. How about our gamers are us players of the game? I want to go with Horning. And Brooks, Shane Brooks.
I was about to say, you got to give Shane Brooks some love. We can do an offensive and defense maybe. Horning offense,
Horning and
Brooks defense. Yeah,
definitely.
I agree with that one.
Because Horning, he dropped 3 threes in the first quarter, 3 threes in that third quarter. Koger hits them both. Just back off if you're Melbourne. Yeah, we had to have that whistle.
Yep, of course.
Jodacek will go to the line with 7.5 seconds to go. I cannot imagine that Viera is going to intentionally foul here.
I mean, I want to agree with you, but I don't know. Expect the unexpected.
With 11 seconds to go and down by 11.
Yeah, I mean, you only have enough time for 7 basketball plays as is. We'll see right now.
Yep, they're going to dribble it out, and that's going to do it. And the Melbourne Bulldogs will advance to the Cape Coast Conference Championship game Friday night at Palm Bay, right here on Brevard Sports Network. Final thoughts?
I really, again, just thought that those second chance opportunities killed Viera tonight. Second, third, fourth chances on the offensive rebounds. That was what kept Melbourne in the game. And on the other side, lost Viera the game. If they're able to keep that effort up against Palm Bay, we're going to be in for a good one on Friday.
Yeah, I agree. For me, once again, our gamers are us players of the game tonight. Stephen Horning and Shane Brooks. Horning was a master in the corner shooting the three, and Brooks, it didn't matter whether it was Parker or Chodacek or Carter, or whomever Viera wanted to throw underneath. They just couldn't penetrate the immovable object that was number 20, Shane Brooks, tonight. And he is our defensive player of the game. So that'll wrap it up. Once again, our final score. The Melbourne Bulldogs 65, the Viera Hawks 54. After dropping 5 in a row to Viera, Melbourne's now won 2 straight. This is a big one because it propels them to the Cape Coast Conference Championship. We'll see you tomorrow night from a high school.